Please join us to declare war against ignorance in Africa, and most especially as regards our women and as regards the marital challenges here in this side of the world. Very regrettable to mention that our traditional and religious organizations have taken side when it has to do with what is responsible for childlessness in a home. It must be the woman's fault. Permit me today to debunk this ancestral ignorance, as it were. Issue of childlessness has been found to be 50% of cause of barrenness in most homes is caused by the man, and 50% from the woman. They say in this side of the world it's a man's word. No, it is a word of all of us. And today I want to give you a medical revelation. Count it as strong as I will put it today, that a man with low sperm count can't achieve pregnancy, can't get a woman pregnant. Ask me again why. And that's what I want to show to you right now. This young man produced this very sperm, and it was monitored as he passed through the vagina down to where he meets the egg in the fallopian tube. It's a journey. At this juncture, I will demystify this fertility concept. Now, get this clear. Most of the times you hear doctors saying this man must have 50 million sperm. Some young people can produce up to 200 million. Like the one we will see right now is 300 million sperm. All right? You see, why million? Why shouldn't God, having made one egg, why shouldn't be also one sperm? No, it's beyond what we can literally interpret. Somebody was praying and said, I don't care to know. Even if it is one sperm, it's enough. And I said, no, it's not. It's not enough. No, it's not enough. It cannot be enough. God himself knows why he made a man to produce 300 million sperm. I will show you a man that ejaculated 300 million. The first question you will ask, will you use it to do ngongo? Is it porridge that he is planning to use 300 million sperm? God has insight. What the journey they are about and back. So don't pray in ignorance. And it's important for us to know a clergyman supposed to have certain level of insight. That is a one sperm is enough. And I say to you professionally, it is not and cannot be. And you will see the reason why God, your God, made the sperm not to be one. In the days of ignorance, you overlook. In this our era, knowledge prevails over most of those things. Find out why it is so. If you are praying, you also know how to pray. Don't count it a spiritual problem. A young man on one occasion came around and he was found that he had a low sperm count. Immediately, the young guy said, bam, I know it. I saw my mother-in-law in the dream dragging my brocos. He don't see any other person. Now, woman will desire to come on Mubo. Now, in one, they drag your brocos. All those satanic poison will drop in our time. Don't let your wife to enter into menopause because of ignorance of low sperm count. That's why I said you are ignorantly awaiting the arrival of your wife's menopause. If you have low sperm count and ignore it, take it from me. That's the right word. A revelation today I will show you. There is a difference between impotence and infertility. Most times people do refer a man not able to achieve pregnancy as being impotent. No. Impotence is inability of a man to achieve and sustain erection. Whereas, literally speaking, infertility is inability of a man to reproduce. So a man can achieve erection and may not be able to achieve pregnancy because the issue of pregnancy is dependent on the quality of the sperm coming from the testes. Now, a mystery I will show to you is that you see that some people will say, I know what I'm pouring out. I know if I pour, it full everywhere. My friend, such yes, I know you pour, but it can be poured and you look, nothing may be there. At this juncture, I will demystify this fertility concept. Number one is that The vagina, as it were, is naturally acidic. God made it to be acidic. Most importantly, for self-defense, to avoid organisms going in there and surviving naturally. Okay. However, on the basis of vaginal acidity, if the sperm is prepared raw and poured into the vagina, no matter the millions they are, all of them will die. All of them will die same way. That's why God, in his infinite wisdom, did not only make the sperm to come in as one person, but in millions, and also accompanied by a fluid produced by the prostate, the seminal vesicle, and also the corpus cells and all that. And those fluids, they are alkaline in nature. For some of us that did physics or has something to do with chemistry, you'll be able to understand what is called pH, acidity, or the alkaline nature of a thing when they mix together. So what God did is that those fluids come out first and lands in the vagina to dilute the acidity of the vagina. To dilute the acidity of the vagina in order to enhance the survival of the sperm. Be that as it may, if it becomes only one, obviously many will die. Now let's look at this. This man produced 300 million sperm. The journey begins. One, as they land inside the vagina, because of the acidity of the vagina, majority of them in millions can die here. However, because there are many, some will still be in position to move. You can see it. Even after that, there is the mouth of the womb is called cervix. That very mouth of the womb used to be a big hostile to the sperm to go inside the womb. And when they get to that particular cervix, which will be an obstacle, everybody will say, push! It makes sense, but they will push through into the womb. Unfortunately, because of this struggle, once they get in, so many of them will get tired. And additionally, the womb itself, we see them as foreigners that are coming, and the woman body soldiers will develop mice called resident cells against them. And you can see a lot of mice planted all over the womb. And as they are coming, most of them will be eaten up. Some will die there, no doubt. But some also will enter the fallopian tube where they will meet the egg. Permit me to tell you, opposition in life has not started today. Challenges have not started today. It started before you came in. Running away from me is what will make you a permanent failure. I will tell you something here. Get to this. They will now enter the fallopian tube. Watch what will happen here for you to see the political arena. What happened? Why the fallopian tube having a cilia will help some to move. The same fallopian tube will trap some and squeeze them there. That's what happened in politics. You know, if you belong to APC, they may be, hey, they go. But if you enter PDP or AA or AAA, you're on your own, it will trap there. That's why some people will jump from one political party to another and end up jumping inside fire. Whether you are held politically and otherwise, there's still a battle ahead. This is the most striking point I want to bring here. Why I say it is very difficult. Not impossible with God, but we must have to admit, very difficult for a man with low sperm count to achieve pregnancy. And here now, this man released 300 million sperm right into this vagina in the initial stage we started, and we traveled. Can you have, this is the egg in the fallopian tube. But see what happened? Can you see out of the 300 million that started, check out the one that remained. Very few of them getting to reach the egg. What happened to many of them? They died on the way. That tells you, and that gives you a vivid revelation why a man with low sperm count, the sperm may all die inside the vagina or may not reach at this very point. It's not that the doctor is saying, doctor say, I have low sperm count. I don't understand what he's talking about. I have low sperm count. You can see only few managed to get to this very egg. But the journey is not yet over. You know what? They still have to crack the wall of that particular egg called zona pellucida. And that very wall, and what these remaining sperm will do, they have what is called lysosomal enzyme on their head. When they get to that very wall, they will discharge this very chemical to soften the wall. And as they are struggling, maybe one out of many will now stride and go inside. I say, chom chom, cholom, he don't enter. As he enters, everybody will hands off for him. The sperm at this point will now change its nucleus, have chromosomal exchange with the egg, and a baby is formed here. I think at this point in time, we need to clap for this very wonderful God that is making us understand him and why he created certain things that have been a mystery. It's a wonder. And this is how the life begins in the fallopian tube. Somebody of today, if you have low sperm count, start early to attend to it. There are a lot of solutions available today. If it's a moderate low sperm count, IUI can be of help to you. In a situation the sperm count is very low, ICSI calling intracytoplasmic sperm injection could be able to help her. But don't let your marriage to enter crisis or see your woman enter menopause because of ignorance. It's not your fault. But we must have to start to correct this in our society. You know what? Sharing this message right now, you are saving a marriage that is already in crisis. People that lost themselves some time ago, but it's in distress today because of issue of childlessness. Share to them. By knowledge, you can give them peace to find solution to the cause of their problem. Share to all as we make this journey of eliminating ignorance in Africa. God bless you, and remain your friend, Dr. Richard Okoye. See you again.